Happy Monday. Today is Monday the 21st. I'm out here in the shop. It is around noon. We're starting to film here a little bit, midday. I finally had some time. I finished carving for the day. I already painted some signs. Hang on, let me sit you down right here. That's a little easier. If you're new around here, I'm a sign maker from Oklahoma City, originally from Germany, from Bavaria. If you find this kind of content interesting, you might consider subscribing. I try to show a little bit behind the scenes, how I make the signs, what I do, how I do the struggles. It's also, I think it's interesting when I watch YouTube channels, you know, not so much to like, hey, look at me, you know, I can make this and this and this. No, I think it's also interesting to see the struggles. You know, we all struggle, but it's the people that are willing to put themselves out there and show the struggles and show how hard it is and show how difficult it can be to run your own business and trying to survive. I mean, that's what we're all trying to do. Make some money, support our families, try and survive in this jungle out there. So I stop here right here. Today I want to talk about the USPS Postal Service, United States Postal Service. So we have been shipping with USPS from day one, 6 years. And here's a case study, I call it, a case study. I shipped a sign, a running sign, so one of those with the pegs in there, to Germany. It was purchased by a young lady from Fürth, Germany. That's happens to be about 45 minutes south of my hometown, so been there a few times, always drive through on the way to Nuremberg. Yeah, so I know exactly where this is going, still going. It's been on the road for about almost 3 months, I believe. So we shipped it on June 26th. Today is September 21st, so however long that is. But yeah, so hang on, let me sit you down right here. USPS. Now, it, like, what in the world? Okay, welcome back. This is my outside office. I hope it's not too windy. I'm gonna run through this really quick. So we shipped on June 26th, and it made it in Chicago, distribution center in Chicago on June 28th. That's 2 days later. On July 3rd, about 5 days later, it went on to arrive at another regional facility. On August 2nd, 3rd, that's about 30 days later, 1 month later, it was at Chicago, Illinois International Distribution Center. So I guess for 1 month it's just kind of circled around its own facility, I don't know. And then on August 5th, 3 days later, it was in transit to the next facility. And then it arrived at Chicago Customs 1 month later. So it went from the distribution center in Chicago to Customs in Chicago, ISC, and it took 1 month to get there. Like, what the heck? I can row across the Atlantic faster than that. 2 days later, on September 3rd, it arrived at a regional facility in the Chicago International Distribution Center. Same day, it passed through the same facility, obviously. 1 day later, it arrived at Chicago, United States. No other information given. Same day, about 3 hours later, it departed Chicago, United States, and went to San Francisco, where it arrived about 5 hours later. Yeah, when you want to go to Germany from the United States, you need to go east. Okay, so it's like Dallas, and then you go east, New York City, and then you go further east across the Atlantic to Frankfurt, Germany. That's the normal route someone would take when they take a flight to Germany. You never go west. Never. Never go west to go to Europe. Yeah, so the United States Postal Service decided to go west, and it arrived in San Francisco on September 4th. And then it departed to Frankfurt, Germany on one day later. And so that was on September 5th. It made it through customs. It made it through the facility, and it's now en route to go on to customs, and it's been held in customs since September 5th. Today is September 21st, and we're still, that's about 3 months, right? June, July, August, September. So it took 3 months to travel from Oklahoma City to Chicago, Chicago, San Francisco, Frankfurt. Now it's over there. So it was held in customs in Chicago. Now it's held in customs in Frankfurt. Like, how many more customs clearances do we need? And so yeah, this is quite interesting. I mean, this is a new record for us, shipping with USPS.com. 3 months for a package that should be taking 5 to 8 days. I paid $55. That's about 50 euros. So I paid $55. I made about 7, 8, 9 phone calls. Nobody would take responsibility. Nobody would help me. All my emails have been left unanswered. And when I did talk to someone on the phone, they said the user agreement basically says that you pay $55 and we do not guarantee on-time delivery of 5 to 8 days. And I said, okay, we have Corona, that's fine. We have COVID-19, and so I understand that it takes a little bit longer. A little bit longer might be 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, right? Maybe 4 weeks the most. But 3 months and you take no responsibility, that's a tough one. I have to say the USPS Postal Service is by far the most dysfunctional company I have ever seen. That they're still in business and still be able to function, I don't get it. They're bleeding $2 billion per quarter. What's that? $8 billion per year. They have deficit. They make a minus of $8 billion. They're so top heavy. Unbelievable. So apologies to the customer. I'm in constant contact with her. She's very understanding. I apologize for the delay. I tried my best. I tried everything I could, but they don't want to work with me. They don't want to work with anybody. All they want to do is just sit behind the desk and write the clock and then punch out at 5 o'clock and go home and do it all over again the next day. I mean, it's a disgrace to the entire industry that these people they're in no hurry whatsoever. And us, small business owners, we have to suffer the consequences. I refunded that lady the $55 in shipping. That came straight out of my profits. That is $55 lost on my part, and now because it's taking so long, I'm thinking about refunding the entire amount, which was $65. So I basically worked on that one for free. I paid for the shipping mishaps, and if there's any customs clearance, I will pay for that too, just to make it right by the customer. But in the meantime, summary, I'm already in contact with UPS. What's that? United Parcel Service, I believe it stands for. United Parcel Service, that sounds about right. Contact UPS, and we're going to switch to UPS as soon as we can for all our international shipping, and possibly for our domestic shipping as well. So sorry this has been a downer today, but I think it felt right to address this, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. And so yeah,